Hello there, this is Gary, also known as MusicMan0150 here on YouTube, and we're back again with the television set that I showed in another video, only this time I'm going to show you a little bit more about this modulator by RCA. It's actually a modulator switcher. Now what we have is a television that has no audio-video inputs. And just to refresh you on the television itself, I'm just going to scan down here, pan down, scan, pan, whatever you want to call it, and just give you a review of the TV that we are working with. And it's the RCA 25-inch, and as I said, it has no RCA line inputs. It just has an RF input. So that's the reason I have that little box, which is a modulator switcher connected to it. This way I can hook a camera, a DVD player, as well as the VCR and the cable box from the audio and video outputs. Because due to research and other personal reviews about the signal quality, your line outputs and inputs give you a much better quality in picture and sound than the RF cables do. Because with the RF cables you sometimes could get interference, and that can lead to interference such as lines, ghosting, snow, you name it. So I thought, let me figure out this modulator switcher and see how it actually works. Because the other night I was watching a movie called Guys and Dolls on this TV, and lines were starting to bleed through. And as a result, there were two things. One, the cable wasn't tight enough going into the RF section. The coaxial cable, in case those of you that aren't technically inclined, it's the coax cable, just like what comes into your house for cable TV. And the other thing that was occurring was that the signals themselves were actually crossing, which means that the cable box can now operate either on channel 3 or 4, and the VCR can operate on channel 3 or 4. So if they're both on the same channel and your cable isn't tight, then that can lead to the lines that you sometimes get through your picture when you're watching a movie or just regular television. So I thought with this modulator it would help to eliminate that problem. Now, as you can see, the modulator is now active, and that's because I have the first switch pressed, and that's connected to the cable box. It's this button right here. This is number 1 right here, and this is the light telling you that the power is on. Now I'm going to switch it to number 2, and as you can see, the light is still on because there's a video signal going through input number 2. Now, you won't see me do it, but I am going to shut off the VCR now. Now, the light went out, and that automatically turns off the modulator, and it reverts back to the RF inputs and outputs, your coax cable. So by turning this on, it bypasses the video and audio through the RF, and it goes through the line in. and line outs, which gives you better quality, as I said. So now that leads me up to the main demonstration that I want to show you with this modulator switcher. I'm going to add another component, which is the camera that I'm using. And what I'm going to do is readjust this a little bit so that you can actually see how to hook up your video and audio cables, in case those of you that don't know how to do it want to be able to do it.